Hello and welcome to Money Matters. Well, it's certainly feeling like Christmas with the holidays just days away. And this year, Christmas Fair has made a comeback after a COVID-induced one-year hiatus. We dropped by one of the most popular fairs of the season and found there was a real appetite from both shoppers and vendors to be back at the fair.
And this one has been with us for 20 years too. So we have that kind of vendors who stayed with us through thick and thin. And they're booking, let's say we have 3 fairs, they book 3 fairs.
They weren't the only returning vendors this year. After a slow 2019 and no fairs last year, Jay Haramelia Mu, the fair organizer, said about 55% of their vendors today are returning retailers.
In previous years, we always have 70 and 30, 70 regular vendors and 30 new vendors. Now it's 45 new and 55 old. So I don't know really what happened, or maybe those new vendors are fast enough to apply. So all those sort of things. Or I haven't heard from old vendors, so maybe they got out of business.
Normally, Jay's company hosts 4 Christmas fairs in November and December. But this year, distancing restrictions meant she didn't know until September if it would be possible to have any fairs. And even then, the venue could only hold 75% capacity.
At this time, because we even reduced our charges by 10%, because we know we have to help the vendor also. We're just opening up. We're trying up these things, so we reduce our rates. So the profit is not there. As I said, we just want to have our presence known.
The fair was fully booked within a month, with some of the old-timers signing up as soon as they heard. This specialty chocolate company was mobbed as soon as the fair opened.
Schokimeyer and Gourmet House is already doing this over 20 years.
And is this the main part of your business, selling at fairs?
This is not our main business. We just love to be here. It's always action-packed. We see finally our customer, because usually we just have an online shop, and we deliver to the 5-star hotels of Hong Kong and restaurants and clubs. And so this is just a small side business, and it's great to see all the people who are coming back and also like, oh, I missed this chocolate. We just come here for you guys. It's just good for the heart.
Where do you get your chocolate from?
Of course, it's Swiss chocolate. This is our secret. The founder of the company is Swiss, and he had this idea over 25 years ago to start his business here in Hong Kong, and here we are now.
So this year, I mean, normally don't you have tasting?
Yes, usually, of course, we have tasting. The people come here and love to try all the pralines and dragées and all we got here, and of course we love to give them out and to try. But this year, of course, it's not allowed, and we totally understand that.
And even though they had a lot of stock,
but now we just have so many good stuff. We have cookies, we have chocolate pretzels, we have nice Christmas stollen. We have so many nice items here at the fair. Then the pretzels were already nearly gone. I'm already out of stock.
returning customers were hoping to get a piece of anything: truffles, pralines, cookies. This woman has been buying from Shogi for the last 10 years.
Always, but it's always like this. It's crazy.
What do you normally buy here?
Usually just stuff for just the cookies and then just the box of chocolates.
Yeah.
And then it's free. It's a good gift for teachers and friends. So
are you worried they're going to be sold out before you get here?
Yes, I am. Because it's impossible. I've got to fight through there. So I wish I'd gotten here at 10.
There were some new vendors as well, like this group of ladies who are selling Christmas decor, candles, aromatherapy, and jewelry.
We just started up a few years back, and when the economy was really bad. But we're very happy, very excited to be here this year because things are picking up. So I'm so glad that people still want to shop this year, even just for one day. So yeah, we've been having a lot of traffic coming in.
Angela says all the products are handmade, from the resin decorations, paraffin-free candles, and all-natural essential oils.
And I noticed that you got some gift boxes. Are these very popular?
Everybody wants a set, so everybody don't want to think about too much about gift and wrapping. So I decided to have a sustainable wrapping box, and with, for example, this is for sleeping. So it got essential oil roller, so you can just put it on your neck and before you go to bed. And then I prepared a sleeping mask made of pure silk. So, and also dry essential, this is lavender from the farm. This gift is usually $5.99, but now because of today's, it's $4.99. So everything is basically on sale for this special event for Christmas Day.
Wandering down the aisle, I eventually came upon the gift item every woman can use in Hong Kong, the pashmina.
These are all done by hand, very soft. And this is something that you can wear the whole year round. In summer, the inside air conditioning is very strong, or you can even wear in winter.
All of Davy's goods come from India, and while they do have a store in Hong Kong, she says they really enjoy coming to the fair.
And every year it's getting better and better because they're able to draw the crowd. And it's a nice way of gathering, and you get more exposure. You get much more new clients come in. Here at least we can shop under one roof. Easy to pick up our presents and easy to meet, to get whatever we want.
Further along was a new vendor for those buyers wanting something a little different to give as a gift to others or for themselves.
So we've got maps through the beginning of the 20th century, going through to larger examples going through to the 1960s, such as this. Then a series of first edition books on Hong Kong and Asia, original vintage books, many of which are signed. And then we also have a selection of other global original maps from around the world.
Prices range from $375 to $5,000.
They're nice gifts. A lot of people arriving in Hong Kong or leaving Hong Kong want a sort of classic keepsake that's one of a kind, and that's what we specialize in.
There were also some COVID-inspired products, like this travel seat cover for those who want to be sure their airplane seat is clean. There were a lot of accessories to be had, and of course, lots of jewelry.
So what are you here for today? Gifts or your own shopping?
A mix of both. So I've had to buy a lot of Christmas presents. So I've managed to do that. But in the gist of it, I've also managed to obviously spend some money for myself.
Yeah, one for you, one for
Yeah,
me.
exactly. You get tempted. You get very easily tempted. Absolute jewelry. It's mainly jewelry.
This vendor of China was happy to be back at the fair as well.
The fair has quite a lot of impact on the business because it's also a really good place for people to come and see your product if they want it for other things later on.
The patterns are original and limited edition.
Designer is called Jessie Marco, and she is born and raised in Hong Kong, and she has personally created all this set, and we have different scenes of Hong Kong. We have a Hong Kong collection and like the Kowloon collection.
Both vendors and shoppers seem to be enjoying the Christmas spirit of the fair.
So just being, with so many people in a huge retail kind of community makes a huge difference as well. It's nice seeing how everyone's doing.
Did you miss the fair?
Actually, I did. I think there's a lot of a variety of things that you can pick up for the Christmas holidays, for gifts and ideas even. I just got here because the queues were so bad.
In the end, everyone went jingling on their way to the Christmas holidays. Coming up on Money Matters, how to economize your living costs on Hong Kong Island. Stay with us. Welcome back to Money Matters. A large flat in the mid-levels can easily fetch at least $100,000 a month, and that could be well away from public transport and other amenities. Kennedy Town may offer better options. As we continue our look at Central and Western District property, Alice Kahn checked out a flat with spacious living areas near the waterfront and MTR station.
After opening the Kennedy Town MTR station in 2015, old vehicle repair shops and small local restaurants gave way to Western eateries. These pubs became the new hangouts for the expats and young locals who moved into the area for the cheaper rent and easy transport. In recent years, a lot of new development has been started, but the new buildings commanded higher rent. Kennedy Town rents edged about 2.3% higher over the past 12 months, in line with the whole SAR.
Asking when, which is around 62 to 69 Hong Kong per square foot. Most of the apartments in the mid-level, which is over $60 or even over $70 per square foot. Definitely say the Kennedy Town are the better choices for the expats.
This week, we explored a relatively new project with a contemporary design. This 7-year-old high-rise, Cardigan, was built by Kowloon Development, located near the waterfront. The curvy exterior design of the building is regarded as high-end. The building has a total of 197 apartments, with sizes ranging from 346 square feet to as large as 2,200 square feet. The rent starts from $22,000 to as high as $75,000. The flat we visited is this 1,045 square foot unit. The landlord is leasing it with one car park. The asking rent is $75,000, the highest in the building. So we had a look at the layout.
Well, Jackie, I find the entrance is quite wide.
Yes, it's about 5 foot wide. And then it's not quite common in the regular building because it's a luxury apartment, so they have to have the wider front entrance.
Then this door is, we can also open this part of the door.
Yes, you could open this part as well for moving the big furniture.
The living room has a very large window which brings abundant light into the apartment.
Oh, it has a sea view, very wide, open sea view.
Yes, it's a panoramic sea view because this building is almost right in front of the harbor, which you can see the green island there, 2 green islands there, and then this is Southall Channel. So you can see the boat traveling into Hong Kong.
Is there any construction going on down there? Will it obstruct the view later?
Not for this particular unit, because this building is 154 meters height, and then the building height in the zoning in front of the harbor, near the harbor front, maximum is only 120 meters.
There's a balcony, but it's curved and small. There's room for just a single table and chair. The living room was next.
This is very huge. What's the size of this living room?
It's about 366 square feet, including the living room, dining room area, which is about a 2-bedrooms unit, including the bathroom and the kitchen.
Then you can fit in lots of furniture or big furniture, right?
Yes, easily. You can put a sofa up 6 people along this wall. It's about 13 feet long, this wall, and then some plants at the corner as well.
The dining area is also spacious. It's large enough to accommodate a table of 12, good for dinner parties. The ceiling height is 10 feet 7 inches, higher than many new buildings, and that makes the flat seem more roomy.
Can you show me a kitchen? Because they have a very nice kitchen.
They do. They have a very special design kitchen. So
there's no door.
Because it is kind of like a semi-open kitchen, so the Western expect they put like this kind of the kitchen. But they do have a basic equipment. For example, like the cooking head here, and the fridge and the freezer here.
It also has a wine fridge.
Where's the oven?
The oven, they design, there's inside the cooking kitchen, we call it like Chinese kitchen, which you do all the cooking in this section, which you can close this door, so the when you doing the cooking, then the smell won't be spread to the living room area.
Next, Jackie showed us the bedrooms.
I expect the bedroom are also huge.
Alex, this is the guest bathroom.
It doesn't have a bathtub?
Yeah, only the shower unit.
This is the first bedroom. It's only 50 square feet.
Can you fit any bed here?
I think single bed will be suitable to fit in this bedroom, or you can turn this room into a study room.
The small room has a mountain and sea view. Then we went to the second bedroom, also about 50 square feet.
The layout seems a bit longer. Then is it easier to fit in a bed?
The same thing could, since the room is only about 50 square feet, so it's only able to put a single bed on this side, and then probably small wardrobe on the other side.
After you put a bed here, a single bed here, and a wardrobe, it doesn't have much room to around.
Yes, correct. So it's only this unit is probably only suitable for the couple plus a kid, or two small kids maximum.
Then we went into the master ensuite bedroom. The size is about 90 square feet.
How do you lay out the bed? Because look at the wall. The wall is not really that wide.
Yeah. Okay. Two ways to put in the bed in this room. First is you can put the bed on that side, but obviously you only can walk around the bed from just two sides. Or you can put the bed in here. Then you can walk around the bed, and plus you can put a king-size bed here. If you put the bed on that side, you can put the wardrobe in other area in this room.
But if you put a bed here, then your head actually facing the toilet.
So that's all. I think that's why the developer they make this decorate door to feel it not quite looks like a door.
The shape of the ensuite bathroom is irregular and not spacious, but it has a panoramic sea view.
Well, there's a mirror here. Is it any special? Is it a special design?
A special design. You can see the design, and plus it's slidable. So yeah, you can adjust the angle. Probably when you can turn to this side. So when you take a bath tub, you can move the mirror to the other side to have a better view when you take a shower, taking bath.
Even though this flat is over 1,000 square feet, it does not have a maid's room, and the bedrooms are small. Is the rent of $71 per square foot offering value?
Is it market price?
I say so. Lower field floor, that's a unit is for $65,000 without car park a few months ago. Plus this unit is relatively new building. It's almost located right in front of the harbor. And this unit is the only one unit with 3 bedrooms with sea view available.
Jackie thinks the landlord will take a firm stand on the asking rent.
The landlord is quite optimistic about the markets, so he's not worried about it would take quite a long time to look for a tenant.
Jackie says one attractive aspect of the building is the clubhouse and its management. Vincent Jung says the asking rent is higher than the market rate, but thinks the rent will be accepted by those who work in the financial sector. He says rents will rise in future once we get through COVID and the border reopens.
Definitely that would bring some positives for the home price and also the home rentals in Hong Kong. We expect that the rental increment would be up to say 5 to 7% per annum in case after the reopening of the borders.
Before becoming one of streaming giant Netflix's most watched series in late November, South Korean horror drama Hellbound enjoyed viewership in a smaller screen. It was first optimized for smartphones. The series has humble roots as a web comic, colloquially referred to in South Korea as a webtoon. The comic format usually doesn't see circulation beyond smartphones. Webtoons began in Korea 2 decades ago. And now the platforms and the content have become a testing ground for the movie industry around the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Disney Plus have scoured the webtoon sites looking for original visual stories. It has become a rich source for a growing number of video adaptations. The low costs of creating the originals and their unique stories are the chief appeal.
When comic artists fail, we fail alone. If a drama or movie fails, however, a bunch of people end up broke, so they can't experience in various ways. But our genre allows us to experiment with whatever we want, so we just do anything.
The pressure on comic creators is intense. Their episodes can generally be read in 3 minutes or even less, so each episode must have instant appeal. The payoff for getting a webtoon adapted can be huge. But only about 8% of creators say their income has been substantially improved by adaptation rights. Tech companies like Naver and Kakao both run apps carrying webtoons. They're both facilitating the streaming adaptations and targeting global expansion through their webtoon units. In South Korea alone, there are more than 14,000 webtoons by 9,900 creators. Users outside Korea now far outweigh those inside the country, and global streaming adaptations are helping expand the market and creators' incomes further.
Next week, Money Matters is preempted with our look back at business and finance in 2021. Money Matters returns January 3rd. See you next year, and happy holidays.